they made me cancel because it took too long for me to pull up the broadcasting thing. I do wonder if they changed how like the time, but yeah.
Protect the bombs.
Honestly, I had no more space for like the whatchamacallit, the capture. So I decided to live stream.
Bomb location compromised. Plan accordingly.
But hold on, where are you
at? 10 seconds. 5 seconds to insertion.
like I wouldn't even know on this map where to even put the whatchamacallit. Just because Flavella is just such a weird map. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, dude, why were you just doing that, bro? You almost got me killed on top of that. Like, this dude knows where I am now. Hold on. Alright, because I wanted to tell, like, a story. Tagged him a bit. I got laser sight on this gun too, that sucks. I thought that yellow thing was a person. Bro, what the fuck? I knew I should have put one right there. One of the castle things. But yeah, today I'm gonna be telling y'all a story.
One op 4 remaining. One friendly remaining.
Ooh, nice.
Friendly's victorious.
I actually like that Finka outfit. But yeah, today I'm gonna be telling y'all the story. Kind of a story explaining why I hate like victimization, but it's of like this one chick that I was talking to. But before I get into that, hold on, let me. Alright, so I got a someone messaged me. I'm about to answer that real quick.
Secure the bomb.
Yeah, but so just to give it y'all a little background, this was back in like well no, this wasn't, like this was in 2019, right?
Op 4 has located a bomb.
So 2 years ago.
10 seconds left.
No, my facts are right. I'm just
5 seconds.
Valor is just such a crazy map, man. Like,
Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
but yeah. So this was back in 2019. I was talking to this one chick. She was you know, she was cute, you know. Not bruh. The way I'm saying this makes this sound like so weird. Alright. Bro, I don't even know how to go back to... Okay, here's site. I was about to say, I don't even know how to go back to site. Bro, what the fluff? Bro, this map is so confusing. Alright, I'm just gonna sit right here. Yeah, but... Already a 4v2. Alright, so I guess I don't really have to worry about playing well, because it's a 4v2. This is easy dubs. And even if we lose, we still got one more round after this. But... Oh, crap. Yeah, but, pretty much... Like, she was, like, a kind-hearted... We had, like, a lot of the same interests, both very interested in... And, like, art, you know, drawing. I heard that, too. I heard that, too. Like, it was just one of those things where it's like, I was fluffed. Honestly, I don't know how that wasn't a headshot, because she clearly shot me in the face. But... She was, like, we had, like, a lot of interests, a lot of things in common. How I met her was my one friend. Y'all know him, because I played Dragon Ball Xenoverse with him. But he, like, we were hanging out with our one friend. Like, he's my ex-friend now, but we were hanging out with him. And then I guess that chick messaged him asking for a ride, and I'm like, sure, I guess I can go, because he didn't have a car at the time, and so I did. And so it's like, I decided to go. We take her from her job, drive her all the way home, and, like, honestly, she seemed like a cool person. So, you know, finesse that snap. No, but from January, nice. Come on, we got this. They hit a goo mine, they can't plant. You were about to get fluffed up. That Ella was about to get fluffed up. But those goo mines came in clutch. But yeah, from January to so I think about April or so, maybe it was March, but we were talking, and then out of the blue, out of nowhere, she stopped, like, oh yeah, and I would give her rides, but out of the blue, she just stopped messaging me out of nowhere. I was a little confused about that. But then I think, like, about, like, a month of her not responding or so, she explained to me that, oh, she thought that, like, I was one of those F-boys. And it's like, because that's kind of how she thought, that's pretty much how she thought of my one friend. The one that I told you that, who wanted to help me who wanted me to give her a ride or whatever. But yeah, so I had to explain to her that, nah, I'm not that type of person, all that. And so one thing I can sit there and say is that I even like the fact that she had, like, morals, you know. I don't like how she didn't, like, communicate, but at the same time she did have a level of morals, and, like, I kind of respect that, you know what I mean? Just be like, my mic out, like, I actually respect that, and being able to sit there and be like, you know, yeah, I don't mess with fluff boys, you know. I don't do that. If you over here only wanted me for my little pud, well, you ain't getting it. Like, cause like some like that, I respect that. But now after I explained that to her, we started talking more and more, and like obviously she was really feeling me too. And then she started to she had me a ride one time, and then we were talking about possibly going like on a date, stuff like that, you know. Just like whenever we both weren't busy and stuff like that, trying to find time to. And like all was dandy. And I kid you not. 2 weeks later, yeah, cause like, so my birthday, y'all know my birthday, May 13th. So, 2 weeks before that, we were talking about going and hanging out, dating and all that type of stuff. Yeah, you already know. 2 weeks later, I don't even think it was 2 weeks later. It was probably that Monday, and then whatever day my birthday was. For a matter of fact. So yeah. So she was like, so what happened? Oh yeah. So yeah, I go and she, like, cause she messages me, happy birthday on my birthday. I'm like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Cause like I was over here scrambling trying to get my storyboarding project done. And I was like up all night doing that. It was crazy. But I'm just like, oh, thank you. And she was like, oh, no. And then so like she didn't really say anything much after that. We just had like, I think a small little brief conversation. And I did see in her bio that she was talking about, like she had this one thing, and and it was like power.
Reinforce the wall.
In like her bio, I was thinking like, oh, okay. Like I didn't think anything of it. But coming to find out, like, on like, I think it was like the 25th, 26th. No, it was the 25th, because it was the first day we got there. But I had went on a trip with my friends. And coming to find out, oh, that's dead. Like, there was literally nothing I could do. There's like I'm trying to, like, I was already on there. It's like, that's so wild.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Dude, these dudes are literally hitting all my entry denials in sight, and you're running away from sight.
Op 4 has placed
like, why did you go all the way to bedroom? Oh, never mind, the fuse is still alive, that makes sense. And you're being tracked by Jackal. But, yeah, we honestly lost this. 2v4. Had I still been alive, we probably could have clutched this up. I don't know what this rook was doing. Like, I have absolutely no idea.
All friendlies were eliminated.
But, yeah. So, coming to find out, due to, like, a post she had posted on Snapchat, talking about, oh, this dude that I never heard of. Like, she didn't even mention this guy before. I never heard of this dude before in my life. And I'm just like, when did this dude come up? Ever and all that. And so, I messaged her, asking her, like, bro, what is this? Like, you know, because I just wanted you to keep it real, you know? No, she doesn't respond. So, you know, I'm just like, alright, that's fine. So what I did was I started taking screenshots. Because that's me. I'm the type of person that takes screenshots of a conversation, and but here's the thing about it. I'm not the type of person to manipulate it, because some people will take screenshots and manipulate it by taking out context, which I freaking hate when people take what I say out of context, because that's the one way to make someone look real evil, is just to take out what they say out of context. But and I would take it, leave the context in there, and so just for like future reference. And I guess she must have saw, because like, Snapchat notifies you when you're screenshotting something. So it probably, and I'm the only one reinforcing. That's sad. Oh no, someone else was reinforcing because I only put up 2.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Yeah, we're screwed. Yeah, but what are these mute placements? Yeah, and so like she responds and she's like, "Oh, hold on, what did she respond? Nice, blew someone up." Just watch his back, bro. Watch the other way. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I said gosh like that. Bro, I better not die. They freaking know where I am, crap. And you over here not watching my back. Wow, there's absolutely no way. She must have been Finka boosted, because there's absolutely no way. Okay, she was Finka boosted. She was Finka boosted. That's why she survived that. Dang. That was a nice headshot, I ain't gonna front. Bro, but like, what are my teammates doing? Like, I can't be the whole team now. Like, because if he would have watched forward, I could have watched his back. I would have killed that jackal, because I would have been able to see right when he gets around the corner. Let me go with Finka. Bro, y'all have elite skins, but y'all are doo-doo at the game. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was the 2 bottom fraggers that had that. But it's like, these dudes aren't even like good, man. How are we losing? Like it's not like they're like spectacular. Like, they're not like that good, honestly. Like, it's just, we're just being really bad right now. But yeah. So she's over here like, oh, hey, yeah, I didn't wanna do it. My mom made me. I'm like, are you serious? Like, you're not your own person. You made your mom sit there. Like that's what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, what? Like, making up all these excuses. Which, like, I mean, I can understand them, because it's like, yeah, her mom is like that. She is. Bro, y'all be playing too much. But it's like, but she's like one of those people who's like, oh, yeah, my mom did this, wanted me to do this. I'm just like, bro, that's so wild. I'm just saying that in my head. I'm like, bro, what about all this stuff that you said? About us being in a relationship and all this stuff and all that, yada yada yada, and stuff like that. It's just like, yeah, I know, I really didn't want to, but my mom did this. I was like, Like, I just thought it was just wild. And like, you know, I think I stopped replying to her. Cause I'm just like, bro, that's so stupid. And I wanted to wait till like, you know, like the next day. And so, fast forward to the very next day. We got actually, I don't even think it was the next day. Technically, it would have been later on that day because it was after like 12 in the morning. But
activating adrenaline surge. Dropping mag. Leveling down your princess.
do I still got it? Ah, she was crawling. Yeah, bro, maybe I didn't know the dude just sucked. Because that should have been like an easy kill right there, but I completely messed that up.
Down to one friendly.
Bro, they just clean sweeped us, bro. They just clean sweeped it. They said, oh, Mr.JayJay said we not good. Well, let's just 5-0 them right here. Oh, that was terrible. That was like a terrible shot. Because you don't shoot behind someone like that. That's wild. How do you drop 5 kills and then get the bottom of the lead? They got the most points. How are they at the bottom of the leaderboard? But I don't know, bro. Bro, Rainbow stuff be messing up sometimes and be glitching. Like, it shows that they're at the bottom, but they were top. Bro, how did I get the top frag on my team with 1 kill? Yeah, but yeah, so the next morning I'm over here talking to the homie, you know, the homie. And we're over here talking. Honestly, and I gotta give him let him tell his part too, because that would be funny. But because like he was on the second part, it was so funny. But so we're over here just playing like Call of Duty. I think I had which one? Yeah, I had one of the Call of Duties on my PS4 because of the I think it was Modern Warfare Remastered because of the PlayStation Plus. So I'm over here playing that with him. We're just chilling, all that stuff. All of a sudden we're ready to go, and then I finally decided to respond back to her. Then she was over here telling me how she was oh so sorry and how like none of this was supposed to happen, but she couldn't help it because her mother had made her do it, and all this other stuff. And it's like, from that point of view, it's like, yes, can I sit there and understand that your mom told you to be in a relationship with someone? Because she was telling me about how they were family friends and like stuff like that. So it's kind of like an organized marriage or something like that, but that was kind of like the organized relationship. So it could have been definitely something where the dude was what you call it, the dude was trying to find a girlfriend, and then her mom was like, oh, she could date my daughter. My daughter's single, or stuff like that. And, you know, trying to, like, hitch them together and stuff like that. And it's like, which is completely possible, and I can definitely see that with just how the way she acts, and, like, how her mom's, like, her whole world. And that's what she was making it seem like in the text, too. So it's like, I'm not even, like, sitting over here capping or any of that. She's over here making it seem like if she doesn't appease her mom, she's gonna die. Like, the way she was talking about her mom is how some people talk about God. Like, as far as, like, I gotta sacrifice this goat for God. You know what I mean? That's pretty much how she was kind of coming off. But she was over here talking and saying all this other stuff. I'm just like, bro, that is just so freaking wild that she has the nerve to sit there and say all this. So you know me, I'm over here going on a rant about how like stupid that is. Cause in my eyes, yes, that is stupid. And not only that, but it was like, why didn't you just tell me this? You know, like why did I have to find out like this? Why couldn't you just sit there and say anything? She's like, oh, I didn't know how to tell you. And let me just tell you guys right now, if someone ever sits there and tells you, I just didn't know how to tell you, they are a liar. They just, like, even if they like tried to tell, like, I could even see that they like tried to tell you in a way. But if they sit there and say, oh, I tried to tell you, like, I tried to find a way to tell you, no, you didn't. You didn't try to find a way to tell me. Because you wouldn't have let it get this far with me still being so far in the blue. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, real quick. Yeah, it was 2 weeks, before my birthday, because I remember that Monday for my birthday week, that's when we were supposed to go on a date, but then she couldn't come because of like it was something stupid, like because of her mom. But like because like the thing is, like, before she could go on a date with me, like her parents had to meet me or something like that, and there's like requirements for them to meet me, which, and that's why I know, like, she's kind of like a mama's girl, you know. Which the craziest thing is, like, that's like her stepmom too. So it makes me wonder if she just wants the approval of her stepmom, which quite possible. I like how we're both up here. Everyone on site got fluffed. We just got saved right here. Crap.
Friendly, last operator standing.
No freaking way.
Mission failed. All friendlies were eliminated.
Bro, a headshot. Wow. That's wild. No freaking way. But yeah, so like, that was like one of the main reasons I couldn't meet them. I mean, like, we couldn't go on a date beforehand because it was like, oh, I gotta meet your parents. And the thing about it, what was hard is like, since her parents were always working, it's like, bro, how am I gonna sit there and meet them if I can't, if they're always at work or something like that? Like that's just like baffling to me, you know what I mean? And it's like, in a ways, like, I can sit there and kinda understand it, but at the same time, I'm just like, are you kidding me? Like, nah, oh, I gotta meet them, but like, I gotta find time in their schedule to meet them. Like, that's so ridiculous. But so no, I can definitely sit there and see her like being like told with her mom to sit there and do that and all that jazz. But at the same time, I still think, in my eyes, I still think it was stupid. And so, like, I'm just letting her know how stupid I think that stuff was. And how stupid she didn't communicate it with me, talk to me about it, you know. And, like, I can understand how, why their parents probably
10 seconds left.
collaborated to get them in a relationship, because that dude
5
who,
seconds.
she ended up being in a relationship with, like, he was a loser. Like, he's like your standard definition of like what you would think like a loser would be. And I'm not trying to hate on the guy, because like the dude did seem a little cool or whatever, but like he was like he's definitely like a loser. Like, don't get me wrong, I do wish him the best, and I'm not just trying to crap talk him because he ended up with her, because honestly I could care less. But, well, I couldn't care less. Let me say that, because I know one of my former friends sat there. I was like, isn't it actually couldn't care less? Because if you could care more or less, then that was just something to jump him. Oh no, I'm about to get blitzed. Well, Montang. What the heck is that? My bad.
Reloading.
Yeah, but I'm still not used to the Argus cams. Oh, I'm dead. Oh.
One friendly remaining.
Stupid.
Last operator standing. Seconds left. 10 seconds to go.
Bro, my aim was so bad right there. Bro, you're not even good, bro. Because had I known he was not in sight, I would have ran out, but, you know, there's no one on cams. Just blows us all up with the C4. But, nah, but that was my fault for my failure to clutch that. Because that honestly should have been an easy kill right there. Because I could hear his footsteps, I just couldn't pinpoint where he was. But yeah. But yeah, like he's like one of like those guys who's like not necessarily like nerdy, but just like kind of like he just had like that loser vibe about him, you know. Like you can tell like he don't get females like that, he don't pull like that. But the thing was, I'm about to spoil something, but but let me tell the story. But so I'm over here sitting there talking to her, messaging her in the car as we go to like this little amusement park. No, it wasn't. Yeah, it was kind of, because it was like on a pier, but it was like an amusement park on a pier. But I'm just like, wow. But I'm like, it's just one of those things where it's just like, oh, like I'm over here just like venting and frustrated because it's like, bro, you could have told me this. And so like she was trying to blame her mom for the whole situation, and then I decided to be like, no, yeah, sure, your mom may have made you or forced you to get into this relationship that I forgot to change my gun. Forced you to be in this relationship with this guy you didn't want to be in a relationship with, and this guy you don't like. Oh yeah, that was another thing, because she didn't like the guy. But the thing about it was like, Well, like, she liked him, but she liked him as, like, a friend, you know what I mean? Bro, where did Thatcher go? Oh, that wasn't Thatcher, that was Sledge.
Activating Selma sequence.
Oh, I'm dead. No freaking way. There is not. Oh, what?
Operator standing.
You mean to sit there and tell me that was the only shot I got on this dude? How? How? Bro, get out of here, game. Yeah, but like, yeah, she didn't even like him like that. And so, I'm just over here like, nah, bro. You could have went, told me your situation, told me, explain everything like this to me. Instead, you've been being very disrespectful for not communicating any of this stuff to me. And I'll just go on down the list. I'm like, what are you, your mom's little? And I said the B word. In the sense of, it's like, is your mom your freaking, like, because it was more in the sense of, instead of calling her a B word, I'm talking about, like, the way I was phrasing it was more like, are you just your mom's little dog who she just, that she just, like, controls? Like, it's like, no, you have control. You could have messaged me. You could have done all this stuff. That's pretty much what I was trying to sit there and say to her. Maybe she didn't pick it like that, but she's like, I'm sorry, but goodbye. And I'm like, yep. And that's when I was about to go off on her, when she was like, yeah, I'm sorry, goodbye, or something like that. Or like, I'm done, goodbye. She said something like that. I forgot what she said. But yeah, I ended, so then like, she unadded me so I can message her again. Because that's what people like to do. Wait, what the heck? That was weird. I just found some on the floor that like I didn't even realize that I had on there. But hold on, let me change. I can't even get a chance to change my gun. But yeah, but like, I'm just like, wow, that's just so crazy that you couldn't sit there and explain any of this to me and whatnot. So what ended up happening, fast forward, was we got to the place, you know, they wanted to get on like roller coasters and stuff like that, and I was like, bro, I'm not a big fan of roller coasters and stuff like that. I don't like that. So I just stayed on the ground, waited for them to have their fun, and then we can go do something else. And so I just thought of an idea. Oh snap! Because like I just realized that dude's last name was in her bio and all that. So it's like I found this dude on Instagram. And I was like, oh, so this the dude. And then he had her name in there. But it was funny because she had his last name in there and he had her first name in there. And if y'all may not think that's symbolic, but it's like he was trying to pretty much show her off. Well, she wasn't really trying to show her off. Oh, and by the way, they had pretty much started their relationship on my birthday. So when she sat there and said happy birthday to me, and that was already in her bio,
You need to locate the biohazard.
now you see where the frustration would come in. And then, you know, me being a little sleep deprived at that point, I wasn't gonna, I didn't really bat an eye about it at the time. Because at the time it didn't seem important. Because I was just trying to finish my schoolwork. that I never finished, but it is what it is. But yeah, so I find this dude on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, bet. You're so you're a chick, huh? Well, guess what? She over here trying to go out with me and stuff like I'm over here sending all the screenshots and stuff. No, before I sent the screenshots, he was just like, well, yeah, bro. Like he's like, I never heard of you, bro. I don't even know who you are. Like, why are you like talking to like me? Because I'm over here trying to tell him that I don't think he should be with her because she don't even care about him like that. And then he probably just thinks I'm just hating. But he's just talking to me like, oh, yeah, I don't know why you over there sitting there talking about, like, pretty much he don't know why I'm sitting there saying this stuff. Because honestly, I believe he actually, like, liked her. Either that or he was, wow, there's no freaking way. There's no freaking way. Oh my goodness. Bro, I need to like I can't focus on like just one thing. Like I'm like halfway in the story, halfway in this game. It's just so hard. But yeah. And like so pretty much I'm trying to talk to him and explain all this stuff to him. He's just like, I'm just going around. And so like I started sending him the screenshots. And he was like, yeah, well, this don't really sit there and say anything to me and whatnot. It was just like, yeah, yeah, you don't. I was like, bro, what the like, are you stupid? Do you not see what these messages are saying about how she won't be with me and all this stuff? Literally days, like, well, not days, but like weeks before you got together. 2 weeks, like months to a week before you got together or whatever, and you haven't even like are you just stupid? Like that's what I'm like thinking in my head, and I'm like, bro, I tell my friend, y'all already know, the homie, don't even need to say his name because y'all already know who he is. They're like, hold on, he's like, bet, nah, I got it, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Alright, hold on, I gotta stop because, well, not because like I'm laughing, but that's because I'm thinking way farther down the road in this story, which makes this even more hilarious. Hop in.
Secure the container. 4 last operator standing.
I would have reloaded. So you would have had plenty of time to reload it.
Good job.
Tell him not today. Not my. But so he's like, bet. I like. And like I don't even know what he even sat there and told her, like off the top of my head. I really don't. Like I can give you like a brief summary of maybe what he had sit there and said. But at the end of the day, whatever he said instantly worked. Cause I know he was. Oh, I forgot to mention this. This was also an important part. That was technically like one of his quote unquote exes or whatever. And I know you're thinking, Mr.JayJay, you really went with someone else's ex or whatever. But it's like, bro, it wasn't even like that, to be honest. Because, like, it was like one of those things where it's like, that was like years before, you know? And then on top of that, it's not like, because it wasn't like, oh, they just broke up and then I just swooped in or something like that. Nah, it was like, they've been broken up. They haven't been talking, like, oh. They haven't been talking or anything like that. I would have killed them too, bro. Why did it take you so long to get back on site? But like, yeah, it wasn't even like that. And so, like, pretty much he knew more about their family than I did. Honestly, I could have just asked him about it, but I guess I didn't think he just knew, like, that much, you know, about their family.
The biohazard container.
Because he apparently met them before.
Reloading!
But, so, what ended up happening was... Ah, dang it. I kind of messed up the story. But, like, I will go back and explain, like, what I'm talking about. Next time I need to write me a script or something. But, bro, push up. Bro, that's so wild. Because I know if I rush in there, I'm dying. Ah!
Securing the container once the threat is eliminated.
I knew it.
Securing the container.
But,
Activity. Resume securing the container.
so like, so yeah, he knew like their family and stuff like that. And so like, so I don't know, like, I still don't know all of what he said, but he went, broke it down, explained that all to him and whatever. And that dude was just like, oh, thanks for telling me. And like, I'm just like, and then he's like, yeah, I really appreciate that. And then like, I guess he went back and talked to her and was like, yeah, I don't want to be in a relationship with you or whatever. Tell me why she deleted her whole, like, everything off her IG, and then just had like one black picture on there. Didn't even have like a profile or any of that. Deleted her whole bio and everything. There was literally nothing. You would, like, if you just looked at it, you would have thought you got blocked. That's how bad it was. Like, you could just see like her like follower numbers and all that. That's it. Everything else was like was just gone. She deleted everything. And I'm just like, dang, bro, bro, we did that. Like, I'm over here looking at the homie. I don't have to say his name because y'all already know. But he was like he was like we were over there just dying laughing because that crap was funny. That was just so funny to me. And I'm just like, that's wild to think about. That we really just made her delete everything off her. Well, we didn't even make her, like, in the sense that we did anything wrong. It was like, bro, we were telling the truth about you. It's like, but you over here, like, that's just so wild. I'm just like, that's crazy. Wow. Blew himself up. Yeah, that was too late. Bro, I'm doing crap these last few games. At least someone hit my Capcan trap. So that's like another assist I'm gonna get. What the heck?
1 op 4 remaining.
Is that what that operator can do? Like, I'm so confused. Because honestly, that's the first time I ever seen like anyone like really play as her. Like, I know like I killed her before, but like she didn't get time to really use her stuff. So, but yeah, bro. But after that, man, that trip became fun because like we didn't even have to worry about her. She was practically ruined and stuff like that, upset and crying. But yeah, what I meant by to say by like I accidentally ruined the story, what did I mean by that? Because it was something that I had forgotten to say to give you context to. Like, it was just something I forgot to give context to. But honestly, like, if I go back and think about it, I'd probably like post a timestamp or something like that. But yeah, I wanted to tell y'all that story. And like, what I mainly wanted to do, and like I did start telling the story in one of my like gameplays, but then I ran out of space, so I decided just to tell it here. But my main thing that I want people to take away from this is just stop with the whole victimization thing. Like, I know it may be hard for like a lot of people, but like, what was the point of doing that?
10 seconds left. 5 seconds to go. Op 4 eliminated.
Oh, he left. Oh no, I see why. Bandit was just mad that I got more points than him. Yeah, but my main point of telling this story was more so to bring up having, like, stopping victimization and being more of a self-aware and self-conscious about the choices and decisions we make and the consequences that are repercussed because of that. Like, for example, well, I guess I don't really have to give you an example. My whole story was an example. But going back to it, yes, her mom may have forced her to get in this relationship with someone else, but she could have spoke and communicated that to me, but she didn't. And that's disrespectful, in my opinion. And I have the right to be mad and upset about that. But at the same time, she can't go and blame her mom for that, because her mom had nothing to do with her communicating with me about the situation she's in. All of that was her choice, and she chose to not tell me anything. That's on her. That's her fault. So yeah, she may think, oh, this is all her mom's fault, but it's like, nope, you had some level of fault to this. Now, if she would have been upfront with me and would have been like, yeah, my mom told me this is it, and then I said, F you, bye, then okay, then I can sit here and see more of that being all her mom's fault or something like that. But like, the thing is, we gotta recognize our roles in our own problem. In this story, she was an obstacle in her own problem. I mean, in this problem, even though her mom may have been making her do this stuff as far as being in a relationship with this other guy. Personally, I wasn't too hurt by it, just more frustrated in the sense of, why didn't you just tell me this? Like, that was my thing. It's just like, but it's like, then it's just a bunch of excuses on why you didn't tell me. And it's like, you could have told me. I'm understanding. I'm probably one of the most understanding people you will ever meet. So it's like, there's no excuse for that. Oh, alright, real quick. I remembered what I forgot to mention. She had tricked me. So, like, remember when I said she stopped talking to me for a while before telling me, oh, she thought I was like the homie and all this other stuff. She tried to sit there, well, she did sit there and lied on him and was talking about how he was being so toxic. I mean, about how he was being toxic to her. And this is why honestly, if a woman ever sits there and says like a guy was just oh so toxic to her, take that with a grain of salt. Like, for real. Like, I'm not sitting there saying,
Well done. Biohazard container located.
I'm not sitting there saying like this in all situations,
Insertion in 10
but
5 seconds before insertion.
yeah, like I'm not sitting there saying this in all situations, but
Biohazard container located.
try and get both sides of the story first. That's one thing I will say, because some of these chicks be wilding. But she was telling me about how he was so toxic that he would just ignore her and stuff like this and yada yada yada. I forgot, like, she was saying he was doing something. I can't quite, like, honestly, off the top of my head, I cannot remember. But the thing about it was coming to find out
Loading new mag.
was, oh, and like some of the stuff what she was saying was definitely like true, not as far as like toxicity.
Sequential breach.
Second floor. Enemy spotted. Second floor. Nice enough.
Yeah, but not in the sense of like the toxicity, but like stuff that was like actually like true about him.
Sequential breach activated.
Sit down. I probably shouldn't have opened that hole. I opened that hole for my teammates, to be honest. Nice. Enemy scan assist? Oh, someone must have used my drone. Let's freaking go. But like some of it was, and that's how they get you too. Like how like a lot of these like how they like try and trick you. And I know I said don't believe a female, but even like if a guy is sitting there saying that, kind of like take it with like a grain of salt, unless you like really like know for sure. But pretty much if you know the other party in it, ask the other party their point of view on it. That's what I'm trying to say. But like the thing about it is like, so like some of the stuff she was saying was definitely true about it, and it's like that's how they sucker you in there, and it's like, oh okay, now like I kind of believe you because you're talking about stuff that I already know, but now you're sitting there saying stuff that I think I don't know, and I'm learning new information. And then this was also more of my naivety too coming into play as well, to be just tricked like this too. So some of y'all may have caught the cap and all that, but it was like, wow, I can't believe he was this way to you. And like she was just saying some other toxic stuff, like I think she was saying he just wouldn't talk to me and stuff like I'm trying to think, because there was something big that she said that I didn't like. It wasn't anything like physical, but like obviously it was a lie. Like it was one of those things where it's like, because like coming to find out what she had sat there and told me was after the like their relationship, and like so like pretty much it was like, so if we're no longer dating. Oh, and that was another thing too, and this is why I also didn't have like a problem with that being her being his ex or whatever, because they only really hung out at her house, you know what I mean? They didn't like really go on like dates or anything, and then like her family was always there and stuff like that, so it wasn't like really any big deal. But the thing that I found funny though was the fact that hold on, what was I saying? I'm trying to think, man. but yeah, so like think about it like this, come to find out, so it's like it was all what she was sitting there complaining about was after like he had already ended things, and like pretty much it was like one of those things where it's like, if we're not in a relationship, I'm not gonna keep sitting there entertaining you and your BS. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna keep entertaining you. I'm not gonna do this, and that for you. I'm not gonna like no. There's no like.
10 seconds.
There is no reason, especially since he felt that
5 seconds before insertion.
she did him dirty or whatever. Because like apparently
Location.
she had did the same thing with him, which I thought was crazy. Like, oh, her mom wanted her to. I'm just like, bro, how do you make the same mistake more than once like that? Like, if we're talking about big mistakes, not small mistakes. Like, we're talking about like that's just so wild. I guess because her mom probably thought, oh, you can do better than him, and then she was like, oh yeah, I can't. Like, don't even try and defend her. Oh, I can. All right, let me do this. Like, bro, get out of here. Like, that's the one thing about that I don't like. Ah, crap.
Reloading.
Ooh, nice. I just kept shooting in the same area by accident. And he just walked right into that. I was really trying to get that kill because I knew I was going to die there. That's why I was trying so hard to get that kill. Like, I knew I was dead. Hey, but good thing I got this camera now. Honestly, that fuse was low-key garbage. Because I was also hoping on the fuse refrags. You gonna push up? Y'all gonna do something? But yeah, I'm just like, that's just so baffling to me. How?
One friendly operator remaining.
Next time I'm not pushing in there like that. Because there's no way I go hit, like, pretty much do a lot of damage to that Jaeger. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Actually do some work.
10 seconds left.
You don't have time to do that. You should have just ran around, popped the cap in that hole, run in there. Yep, you should have ran. You went way too slow. When she went around that other way, she should have put her thing in there, blew that away, hopped in there, ran all the way in there. Now, because we all knew that Rooney would have been watching over there. They would have came back and they would have been right there. Well, Rooney barely would have had any help. That would have been an easy pick for Ash. But it's like, bro, honestly, I feel like, cause like it was a 1v3 too, so that was hard too. And sometimes it is hard to focus when all that stuff's going on. So I will give that, but that was kind of dumb. Oh, I don't know why that dude left. He might have lagged out. But yeah, I'm just like, so that's just crazy. So she would end up lying on him, trying to make him seem way worse than what he was. Because like, again, like what she did end up telling me, like some of it was true and it's stuff that I knew about him, you know what I mean? But at the same time, then you got all this other stuff that I'm like, oh wow, it's really like that? And it's like, huh. Yeah, but y'all already knew. I know I said his name, but y'all already knew who it was. The homie Zay. But But yeah, the funny thing is though, is like that. I just think that's funny is you pretty much caused your whole downfall, and I just thought that it was just so funny, to be honest. And going back to like my point again about why I'm telling the story, it's just so we can recognize the flaws in ourselves, you know, understanding that we, like, when we do something wrong, and like just being self-aware when we do, like when we're the problem, because at the end of the day it was just my mom. It's like, bro, take your mom out of this, because we're not even talking about that anymore. What we're talking about now is why you couldn't tell me this. I don't want to tell you. No, you just didn't want to tell me, because you're trying to see how you could salvage this. Because you're like, oh yeah, you probably thought, oh yeah, he's probably not gonna like me after he finds out what my mom did. Oh, I don't know. That's like, just should have straight up been honest, 100%. Would have respected you for it. Could have probably worked something out. But at the end of the day, but yeah, that's what my thing. So, and I guess another thing would also be, theme of this story would be communication. Just communicate with people, bro. Just let them know what's going on in your life. Don't sit there. What are y'all all standing right there for? Don't be like leading people on and stuff like that. Just, you're not feeling someone, just let them know you're not feeling them. You know what I mean? Don't let your parents or whatever dictate who you date. Like, stuff like that. Communication, like I know people sit there and like, communication honestly is key. Like, most relationships fail because there's not that level of communication. But I don't know what's wrong with people and not wanting to communicate. Like, you don't have to worry about whether or not I like you or not, because I'm gonna sit there and tell you whether I like you or not. And you are gonna sit there and know too if I'm just tolerating you or not. Like that's the thing about it. But it's just like, do y'all need, like, just communicate. Like, it honestly is not hard to tell someone how you're feeling. And if it is, just be like, hey, I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but I don't like this feeling. Or, I don't know what I'm feeling right now, but I really like this feeling. Like, communicating really is not that hard, to be 100% honest. Like, I feel like people who can't communicate are typically people who don't try to. And sure, like, you may, like, I may be coming from a biased point of view, but at the same time, well, like, yeah, I may be coming from a biased point of view because, oh, it may come easier for me, but at the same time, it's like, for someone like me, I want to know where my standing is. Like, how you're feeling, how you're doing, and all stuff like that. That's what I want to know. Like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of us hanging out or whatever? Like, what's the point of us, oh, they must have traded. So, like, what's the point of me hanging out with my friends if I don't know how they feel? What's the point of me being in a relationship if I don't know how to feel? Like, that's like that's the stuff that I'm sitting there saying, like, this simple stuff is like the most key and important part of like relationships and stuff, but it's the most slept on thing. Like, that's what I'm sitting there saying, like, that's what I have no respect for.
Secure the room. We need to protect the biohazard container.
That was death.
Wall reinforced.
Yeah, but yeah, like, I may be coming from like a biased point of view, but at the same time, it's like, it's really not hard if you actually put in oops, I'm not gonna do that. If you actually put in the work,
Keep an eye on door.
like, it really isn't.
Drone has found the biohazard container. Protect the biohazard container at all costs.
Yeah, I don't know why Blitz thought that was such a good idea. That was dumb. Hey, it's me. Bro. They put in work on them cameras, bro. There was already only 4 left. The match just started. Alright, I'm gonna get that.
Loading mag.
Oh, was I stemmed?
Loading new mag.
Dang it. Like, if I wasn't, because, like, here's the thing, I thought since I was stemmed, like, he wanted me to push up. I'm just like, but yeah, I don't know if I was stemmed or what.
Operator standing.
Oh, we're about to get fluffed. Honestly, nice. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Wait for them. Bro, at that point they were all like half health, bro. Because they were all just boom, 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 boom. Yeah, but like, it's just like, just make the effort. Like, Like that's what it all comes down to. Make the effort. Like,
We need to protect the biohazard container. Secure the room.
like if you, I don't know, man. I just, I don't know. Like people who don't communicate, bro. They, like I don't like that. Like I just don't respect it. You know. Because at the end of the day, it's like, what's so hard about like, okay. And what I'm sitting there saying, I'm not sitting there saying like, oh, like putting this even about like depressed people or stuff like that. Like I'm not even bringing like them into this. So like I'm not even talking about like depressed people or people who would be feeling like bad, or like even someone who just got into an accident or something like that. I'm not even sitting there talking about people like that. Like I'm not. I'm talking about like people fully functional and capable who just don't communicate because they don't feel like communicating, because they don't want to give people that respect. Because like I feel like we're all entitled to communication. But yeah, that was my story. I'm glad I kind of told it, even though I represented a couple of stuff, but like I went back and like kind of made up for it, but dang it, I accidentally R3'd that, but hey, at least that dude got the refrag. Like, if I didn't accidentally press R3, I wouldn't have fluffed myself. Yep, and you're dead.
Impact out. Good position.
One friendly operator remaining.
I'm surprised Thunderbird hasn't gotten nerfed yet.
Op 4 is securing the container. Mission failed. All friendlies have been neutralized.
Only if my whatchamacallit was there, because if it would have been there, I'm pretty sure that would have killed her. Dang, I went 4 and 4. I'm surprised they didn't give me that 1 assist on that Valkyrie. Considering that I did like all that damage to her. Yeah, but yeah, that's just like my thing. It's just communicate. Communicate. And then like also again, my main point though, what even got me thinking about the story was taking responsibility in our own actions. Because so many people nowadays, they don't take responsibility for their actions. Not at all. It's just everyone else's fault. Like, no, that's not how every situation in the world is. Not everything is someone else's fault. Yes, could you be a victim of circumstance that, like, you had no choice in the matter? Like, let's sit here and say you grew up in foster care and you're beat all your child life and now you got a bunch of mental health issues. Yes, that's one of those things where it's like, yeah, that's not your fault. Your fault. But it's like situations. Oh, I like how his name is Ezekiel. Like that. I like that's actually a cool way to spell it. Actually, Ezekiel. And then it could almost come off as like Zekiel. But like, there's there's situations where it's like you cannot let it like make or break you. You know, you can find a way to make your situation better. Like, yeah, sure, in that situation it will be way harder, but a lot of y'all aren't even going through situations like that. A lot of y'all are just like having like, it's just like like a lot of it really come down to the stupid stuff. Like a lot of like the stupidest stuff I see people sit there and say and complain about, like at the end of the day it's like, bro, are you serious? That's what you're complaining about?
Secure the area.
Or like how people be blaming, oh, how their boyfriend, girlfriend so toxic. It's like, bro, you're the one who chose to ignore the red flags. You can't get mad that when your friends were telling you, oh yeah, don't be with them, and you decide to be with them and then listen, that you can't get mad at that. Because you can get mad at yourself, but it's like you had an involvement in a role, you played a role in that. You enabled that behavior. Like, that's one thing that I would sit here and say. A lot of people don't realize how they just be enabling other people's behaviors and letting them treat them that way. So it's like almost like all the blame can't even like go to that person. Cause like you pretty much chose that. Yeah, sure, sometimes the warning signs aren't there. But at the same time, when they are prevalent, or when you do see red flags, you don't take them as caution or anything. You're just like, oh, okay, yeah, this is just a one-time thing. He's never gonna do this again, or she's never gonna do this again. I don't know why people who play Rook wait to put the stuff down way too late. Like, what is the benefit of putting it down now? Put it down at the beginning of the round. That should be the very first thing you do. Ow.
Op 4, last operator standing.
Ow. Dang it. She's like I had to run around the corner. I didn't know she could switch that fast. Look how fast it switched. Oh, I guess that wasn't fast. But it looked way too fast.
Friendly, last operator standing.
Yeah, I shouldn't have pushed up like that. But it's alright. Just sit on site. If I didn't have to like turn the corner, like I would have had her.
seconds. 10 seconds left.
Yeet.
5 seconds to go.
Death.
Op 4 eliminated. Mission success.
Teabag. Yeet. Death. Yeah, but it's like we gotta remember that we have roles in our lives and stuff like that. We're not everyone's a victim of their circumstance. We need to like change how we like think about things. That's why like I try to be more, that's why I try and be self-aware, because I know like that's a trait that like a lot of people don't have, because a lot of people want to just sit there and see that they're like the other person's fault. Like I know a lot of times I do be talking on here and I do be joking around and then like talking about how people are trash, but at the same time like those are more so jokes for the most part. Sometimes it's just out of frustration, and other times no, they really do just be bad. But at the same time it's like I recognize that
Razor wire is deployed.
Bomb location compromised. Plan accordingly.
Let them come.
Ready to go. Reinforced.
Reloading.
Station placed.
10 seconds.
Prepared. Cone is set.
Down to 5 seconds. Bomb located by Op 4.
Bring out the welcome mat.
Reinforce the wall.
Device prime. Keep an eye on the door. Stay clear.
then I have to go run and do something real quick. The thing that pretty much happened was, since I left, I couldn't hear that they had already broken all that. So yeah, that was just me gonna. I was destined to die right there anyway. So
This will be fun.
that's so wild. Hold on, I'm about to see something in my stream. But yeah. That's why like I know like a lot of times I do be joking, but I do definitely try and be self-aware.
Bomb location compromised. Plan accordingly.
Let them come.
I recognize that.
Razor wire is deployed.
But at the same time, it's like, I recognize that.
Razor wire is deployed.
Oh, what I was trying to say was, I recognize that I may be like the problem and the issue. I know that I'm not the best player. And I know, like, me talking trash and stuff like that, like I know a lot of it is out of, like, fun, too. But, because sometimes I do enjoy talking trash, because that stuff just be so funny sometimes. But at the same time, it's like,
Op 4 is
I know
deployed.
I'm not the best player. I know I don't make the best plays. I know I make a lot of mistakes and stuff like that. But at the same time, you're dead. Nope, they were stupid. Dude, that was so funny. Bro, did you see it? It had her like thing on there. But yeah. I'm just I'm just trying to pretty much I'm just trying to say is like I recognize my faults. I try to like be better, you know what I mean? But a lot of people, they're just complacent with the people they are. And a lot of times you can't be complacent with who you are. You shouldn't be the same person you are. You shouldn't be the same person you were 3 weeks ago. As far as like stuff you learned and stuff like that. Every day you should continue to grow. And yeah. Like that's my thing. Every day you just gotta grow. Get better. That was my stomach. And it sounded just like a fart. Like my stomach made like a noise. It was like and usually you like that's like the noise like a fart would make, but it's like that was my stomach. I don't know what I ate. Maybe it's my stomach's hungry, to be honest, or thirsty because I'm drinking water. Like I was drinking water, but I don't know. Maybe that's just the sound of water going down your body. But that's crazy. Like I've never heard my stomach make a sound like that before. Like definitely, like yes, I had farts that sound like that, but that one was just like that's crazy. But yeah, at the end of the day, I just challenge y'all to be better than y'all were before.
Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Like oftentimes, like one thing I'm gonna say here is, oh, I did not sit there and see that, bro. I was about to rub my eye.
The diffuser has been secured. The diffuser is no longer in your possession.
Bro, these dudes are sweaty, like as
The diffuser
fluff.
has been recovered.
No freaking way. Like I mean, I guess I was at 72 health.
You must recover the friendly last operator standing.
Nah, but bro, these dudes are freaking sweating their butts off. Like, and here's my thing. It's like, bro, if you're gonna like even the whole like spawn peeking thing. Oh, he said I'm not getting
Been eliminated.
knifed again. Imagine that, and y'all still almost lost. Y'all still almost lost, bro. If they didn't spawn peek right there, we would have won. No doubt in my mind. Oh my goodness. I'm going fuse because I refuse to let this BS keep happening. Yeah, but it just ticks me off, you know, that we got people who like to get complacent and they don't realize like the problems and stuff they may cause others just because they're complacent. Like people that are willing to drag you down to like their level. Like you can't let some of these people drag you down. A lot of these people out here
Need to use your drone to locate a bomb.
are and I kind of don't want to say leeches because I actually like leeches now thanks to Resident Evil 0. But a lot of these people are freaking parasites. Like they're parasites to like such like a high degree that they're willing to bring you down, suck you dry of all your resources. Pause on that. And it's just like,
Your drone
but they
has
won't
found a bomb.
ever do anything for you. And that's honestly sad. And so you gotta be wary about that. And I feel like a lot of people who don't communicate and stuff like that, they're typically in these kind of people. Like because that's what I typically find. Like, typically people like who don't communicate well, they're more like toxic people that don't have like a lot of great traits that you would want in someone. But then again, maybe that's just due to my experience.
Spotted.
Out of ammunition!
Out of sight, out of mind. Oh, I'm dead.
Bomb has been located.
I saw you. Got him. Yeah, bro. Oh no! I was trying. All right, bro. That was on me. I was trying to see if like I killed, like it was that person I saw. Man, that's my fault. Because I was too busy trying to get with the revenge, you know. Because that's what I wanted. I wanted the revenge kill. I wish they would give you points for like revenge kills. Oh.
Drop the diffuser.
That alibi is doo-doo.
Op 4 last stop standing.
Come on, man. That's so wild. Yeah, at least I got one kill. That alibi was doo-doo. Like, that aim was trash. Dang, I've already been streaming for an hour and 37 minutes and not a single soul has joined. Which, I mean, it's fine. I didn't announce that I was streaming or anything. And really, I just wanted to come and just talk about that story. And yeah, just be wary though, because like I was saying before, a lot of people who do have like communication problems and stuff like that, they typically have like a lot of stuff that they don't, well, in my experience, they typically have a lot of stuff you wouldn't want in a relationship. But think about it though, if they can't do something, like that's the whole point of language to begin with, is to communicate. You mean to tell me you can't do the basic human thing that has evolved over thousands of years? Like, are you serious? The one thing that we made sure to have was language. One of the few practices that we still have after thousands of years. And you don't like you're not and you being to sit there and tell me that you can't do it. No, you can do it. If you can't do something as basic as communicating, you need to take yourself back to elementary school, because that's when we freaking learned that. Nah, but in all seriousness though, it's like, no, but typically, like, you can get better at communicating. Like, that's not really an issue. like, even me, sometimes I don't express things the best way. But hey, at least I would sit there and tell you that. Oh, I may not express things in the best way I can when I'm trying to explain something. At least I sit there and say that. You'll hear me say that multiple times on this channel. That's communicating. Letting you know that I may be saying something that doesn't sound right. But believe me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm just trying to find my words to express it. That's what, like, I guess it's not that hard. I almost dropped my controller. That would have been bad. But, yeah. But yeah, typically, yeah, like I sit there and say, like, a lot of tricks. But think about it. People who don't typically communicate, a lot of times, they lie a lot. A lot of times, they have truth things. A lot of times, they lead you on believing in something that may or may not be there. Like, that's like what a lot of people don't sit here and understand. It's like, those are like stuff that people who don't typically communicate will sit there and do.
Advise your drone has located a bomb. You found a bomb. Make your way to its location and defuse it.
Like, those are like common with like people who don't communicate or don't communicate well at all. And I know it's even more painful for people who do communicate, because it's just like, bro, I'm over here telling him what I'm doing and this, and he won't ever message me back letting me know anything. And plus, why would you want to have kids with someone who can't communicate? Like,
Activating Selma sequence.
that already seems like a recipe for disaster, because it's like, oh, did you pick up the kids? Nah, I thought you were picking up the kids. Well, why did you think I was picking up the kids? I never said I was. Yes, but you knew I had to work until 3 o'clock in the morning yesterday. Oh my goodness, bro. My teammates weren't pushing from... Okay, I guess they're pushing now. But, like, they weren't pushing before. So it was like... I can't even, like, push up here because y'all weren't pushing up. But they're pushing up now. I'm concussed. Yeah, I was already screwed. That Ella had a lot of balls coming over there when there was 2 dudes on her right there. Nah, she's just stupid. That's not balls, that's stupid. Maybe she has balls for brains. But no, so honestly, I thought, so maybe she was just going back and forth between the two, picking one side, then picking the other side, then picking one side, then picking the other side, and it like cost her life. But yeah, that right there, that was a joke, you know, cause like, yeah, just letting y'all know. But yeah, but yeah, like it's like, with someone who doesn't communicate, that can cause further problems down the road too. That's what you also gotta think of. But that's what I like to sit here and like point out, to be honest, because like I think, like, honestly, I believe like like, cause honestly, and I feel like people who, but this is one. This is like my. Oh wow, this wasn't just one. That's why I thought this is two. But this is my personal belief. Like, I'm not sitting there saying this is true or not. But I believe people who communicate more are more truthful than those who don't.
Doorway,
10 seconds.
Because in my experience, a lot of people who sit there and lie a lot, they're the type of people, or people who make false promises and stuff like that, they're the type of people who don't communicate well.
Located a bomb.
And it's typically them, the people who don't communicate well. Okay.
Changing mag.
Like, I mean, I'm fine with it. It was just, I wanted to put this down.
Device prime. Keep an eye on.
Setting C4.
DVD mounted. Let them come.
Alright.
Playing my trump card.
What the fluff? Wait, you can shoot through the windows now? Bro, I didn't know you could still shoot through the window. I mean, I didn't I didn't know you could shoot through the windows. Cause in my whole time ever playing this game, I just thought you couldn't shoot through them. Maybe there are just certain parts you can't.
Reloading.
No freaking way, bro! Literally shot all up this dude's body.
Operator standing.
At least one. At least one.
Mission successful.
I just dropped them boys. But yeah. And y'all know, like, I'm pretty truthful. Well, I say pretty truthful, but I'm pretty truthful though. Like, y'all know I'm not gonna sit here and just lie to y'all, you know. Especially because, like, a lot of this is just me expressing my thoughts. So it's like, you already know I'm not lying to y'all when I tell y'all this stuff. So, yeah. So it's like, y'all know I'm pretty truthful. And on top of that, like, I communicate well. So it's like, pretty much everyone that I know who communicates well, they're pretty truthful. But then again, I don't know a lot of people who communicate that well, so...
Area. Keep the bombs protected.
He's ready. Fancy the talent has been deployed.
Be advised, a bomb location has been compromised.
Securing the floor.
DVD mounted. Let them come.
Wall is reinforced.
10 seconds.
Thank you. I was like, why did he keep stopping?
5 seconds.
Like, at first it wouldn't let me, then it just wanted to stop me randomly while I was doing it.
Op 4 has located a bomb. Get ready to engage.
EDD Prime, stand clear.
Sentry deployed. Adding my +1.
Nice.
Setting up a diversion. Setting down my +1. Always room for more.
But yeah, but nah, I do definitely understand people being busy and stuff like that. I'll also take that into account. But let's just remember, no one sits there is busy 24/7. But yeah, I can definitely sit here and understand if you are busy. Like, cause at the end of the day, we gotta pay bills somehow. Ah ha ha. That's wild. I never thought about him doing something like that. But yeah. So they threw that on top, I think, instead of the bottom.
Down to 15 seconds. 10 seconds left. Op 4, last operator standing. 5 seconds remaining.
Nice.
Friendly's victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
But yeah. Yeah, but if you caught the catching the replay stream, thank you. I appreciate it. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you're new. Oil spill. Actually, oh wait. I didn't realize, what's his face has that gun. Because I might have to get that to my boy, Ace. I'm not talking about Batman's dog. Ooh, that actually looks sick. Alright, but like I said before, I'm about to end the gameplay right here. Well, the live stream right here. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, hold on. Where I was about to try ending it like I was ending a gameplay. SMH. But stay on the lookout for more.